was your day, man? Top 5. You really had to gut it out because at the end the car wasn't all you wanted it to be.
Well, it was pretty good right there at the end. I think the driver wasn't at his best physically. I kind of got tired, but doing this thing every week, my body's just not conditioned, and I certainly don't work out. So yeah, it might have been able to run second, third, or fourth. Heck, if Larson was driving it, it probably won the race. But I'll take a 5th place. 49 years old, only do this once or twice a year. Hardly no practice. Golly, I was lost in qualifying. I was worried all morning about how we were going to race. I sent them down the wrong path on the first adjustment at the end of stage 1, so I got us a little behind there. And then they got to making the better adjustments to help the car to where we could drive up forward. We had good speed. Just I don't know, run these things every week. We might win a race or two in this series, but it's a lot of work. I really admire the drivers and the teams that compete every week, because just coming and do it once takes a lot.
And how long does it take you to get acclimated to the car during the race? Because, I was listening to the radio, you were tight, adjustment after adjustment, and you come out with a 5th place finish, you went up the track. How long does it take you to get acclimated to the car in the race itself?
Quite a bit. I don't know what the car's capable of doing, but it was a bit of a handful for me. And I wanted to run that wall and make the wall work, but I was having a hard time finding the speed there. I could work the bottom in 1 and 2 really nice, depending on the traffic. So I had to move around a lot, never really got in a place where I was like, oh, this is my comfortable space, right? I usually love running the wall, but I could just maintain there. I couldn't really make good lap time up there. So I had to be open-minded to running the car in other places. And I don't know, this was hard. Bristol was way easier. Believe that or not. I mean, you're driving the shit out of this thing every lap. You're all out of the track and sliding around. And weather was warm, boy. When we got into the car, my girls had to go back to the air conditioning. Man, they couldn't handle it out there. It was a blistering heat out there on the grid getting in the car. But I had fun and I ran great. That's where I want to run. Top 10, top 5 if I can. So great weekend.
This is a track.
I owe him more than dinner, man. I cleaned him out. I didn't know he's out there. I got loose, but I didn't know. I thought I was clear all the way up. So when I got loose, I was like, I got plenty of room to catch this, chase the car up. And my spotter, Joey's a great spotter, but I misinterpreted this information he was giving me, and it's my fault. He was telling me I was in the middle. I was in the middle, 3 wide, and the 8 was on the outside, and I was hearing something different. I thought the 8 was coming to the middle. So when I got a little loose, I was like, I'll just come up and leave him all in room. I didn't know he was out there. We hit really hard. I thought it flattened my tires. I know it killed his car. So I'm sure he's mad or disappointed for sure. He ought to be. But we're great friends. It's a mistake. I really try not to affect anybody's race out there, trying to drive and give everybody a little extra room.
As you look to next year on what you'll do in terms of racing, for as challenging as this was physically, is this the last time you race at Homestead? Might have to do this short track?
It's so tempting, man. It's so fun. I'll go about 6 months and forget how hard it was. Be like, yeah, let's do that again.
Jumping back in once or twice a year, is there anything that continues to surprise you as someone who doesn't do it every week? Like, God.
Oh yeah. I mean, number one, they're good. They're great drivers. I have this opinion of myself, right? I think I'm a pretty good race car driver. I always tell people, if you're in this business, you got to think you're the best. And even though, all right, we know there's great race car drivers and drivers that are better than me, I've got to go in that car and think that I'm the best one. And so, you think you're going to get in here and just show, these guys are going to make a bunch of mistakes and your racecraft's going to carry you, and it does. I mean, I finished 5th. My racecraft and my pit stops and all kinds of things helped us get there. But on pure speed, going out there and just laying a lap down, they're better. They're faster. They're doing it every week. They know what the car's capable of as soon as they step in it. It takes me half a race to get there.
Would you say that was you're more aggressive? Would you say if you had to quantify it?
I didn't want to make contact with anybody today, and I don't ever want to be looked at as aggressive when I run these races, because I'm here to just run one. I don't want to mess up anybody's season, or certainly mess up a good race for anybody. But them boys will use you up. You can't let them, run you off the track. You gotta stand your ground. But they raced me good, and I feel like I raced them good. We had good runs this year. I'm pretty happy about how we did this year. Last couple times I've been racing, last couple years I've struggled, and I thought maybe I was just getting too old. But you got to do it. It's silly to think you can come out here and run these things once or twice a year and do well. You can't get in a college player can't show up in the middle of the season and start the game and be great.
So would you look at
Eli or Peyton Manning couldn't walk out on the field and
a top 5 finish is
run them down the field?
Is it tempting to maybe say, hey, it's kind of fun, I'm doing well,
No,
or maybe running a couple more of these things?
No. I'm too old.
Choosing up.
It's hard. Oh, I'll run again. I'll run next year. I think we probably go back to Bristol, something like that. I don't know yet. We haven't picked yet, but that went so well, and I love the night race and the atmosphere there. That's probably leading the pack right now, but only one next year, not two.
Road courses down. Road courses.
It's tempting, man, but they would really kick my ass out there.
You didn't like them when you raced full time.
I know.
To run as well as you did at Bristol and then to back that up today and actually get the result you deserved for it, how much more rewarding does that make today?
Well, I'm glad. I'm looking forward to seeing how Isla feels about it. She was disappointed with Bristol. My little girl is old enough now to really understand what's going on, so we'll go back and see if she likes 5th place. But I feel like that my cars are good enough. If I do what I can do, top 10 is what we ought to finish. And so we overachieved a little bit at Bristol at times, but we probably ran like we should have today.
How happy is team owner Dale about Sam getting the win and fighting for it?
Hadn't had a chance to think about it, but it's pretty awesome. He's a great kid, man. He's working hard. Didn't run into the wall on lap 1, did he?
Nope.
We're making progress. He's a good kid.
This is Austin Dillon, driver of the Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also check out one of those 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.